Umekuaje? How have you been? Tina?
Sawa sana kwa sababu nimefanya kazi nzuri sana.
Sawa, 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 sawa. So yes, so nina furaha sana kusikia kutoka kwenu. So I'm very happy to see you all. So Sidi, habari yako? How are you doing today?
Safi.
Okay, karibu, karibu, welcome. So pia Jed naona ako na sisi. Habari yako Jed? Mzima? Unatusikia kweli? Shwari kabisa.
Msimu wa kuangaza unaanza.
Okay. Safi, alafu naona daktari yuko na sisi. Habari daktari?
Vizuri.
Okay. So karibuni nyote. So welcome everybody. So nina furaha kabisa. I'm very happy kuwaona wote. So very happy to see you all. So wiki iliyopita tuliangalia darasa the class N. So today we are looking at the class U. I know. So let me start my screen here. And do you remember what we talked about the class N? When we were talking about that? Anyone? Anybody?
Yes, in the class N, some of words that's from other languages falls underneath the class N.
Okay. So this is just a small recap, okay? Oh, that is very fun. So we have the class N, okay. So the class N, we can say like CD is saying, so most of the words, mostly they are borrowed from other languages, English, Arabic, it might be German or Portuguese, but most of the words are borrowed and they are in this class. And also some of these words, you might find them appearing in other noun classes, right? For example, if it's like a tree or a plant, let's say it's a plant or a tree, it of course be in me. And if it's an animal or a living thing, it will be in the class wa, the first class, right? Si tuko sawa hapo? So these are some of the words that we found. So these are the words that you can see they are borrowed from other languages, from Baiskeli to Meza to Polisi. Then this is just passing through them. Of course, we have nouns like names of the animals. You can see them. So these ones, we looked at them a lot. Then also we have names of family members, you know, different like family members. We also talked about fruits, other things, gadgets, you know, like this. And then we looked a little bit about the sentences. See, everybody is okay with that. I think everybody can see that. So yeah, so this is like something that you can check from the previous lesson. Actually, it just went live at 1:30 on like Patreon. I think you're able to see the class. Last week class, now you're able to see it on Patreon. So yes, so this is what we looked at. So yeah, so and today we are looking at another class, which is very interesting. And we call it the class U, you know, U. Of course, U it's English, but the class U, sawa? So like the class U, what does it consist? So Daktari, can you read for us, please? Daktari? Natusikia kweli? Can you hear us? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Everybody just went silent.
Yes,
Okay.
we can hear you.
Okay, so Cindy, can you read for me this, whatever is on the screen about the class
Yes.
U?
Yes, sure. Most nouns belonging to this class are abstract nouns, uncountable nouns, and names of some countries. Almost all nouns in this class have the letter U or U as a prefix when it's a singular form. However, a few nouns begin with the letter W in the singular form.
Okay, yes. So like we say, this is called the class U, okay? So for example, when we are talking about countries, like for example, we are saying Germany. How would you say Germany, Tina, in Swahili?
Germany.
Ujerumani, right? Okay, so how would we say China in Swahili? Cindy?
I have forgot. I thought it was like Mu, China, something
Yeah,
like that.
so we usually say China. Yeah, so we usually say China, but if you really say it in Swahili, how do you say it? Unasema Uchina, okay?
Uchina. Okay.
Yes, you just add a U in front of that. Then we have France. How would we say France?
You add U in front of France too?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, France.
France. Yes, it's something similar to that, but it's more
Ooh, Francais.
Ufaransa. It's
Ooh,
more of
Faransa.
Ufaransa.
Okay.
Yes,
Ooh,
Ufaransa.
Faransa.
Yes, I know. Yes, so then of course, how would we say like Europe? Okay, so Europe we would say Uraya. Okay, so let me see if I can just add something here. So we would say like let me write for you this, like of course we look at the country name down here, we find them as we are looking, but this is just to get a gist of most of the words that start with U. And of course country names, they are some of the most common thing. So Uraya, which is for how do you write Europe? I'm not sure. Yeah, so Europe. Then we have Ufaransa. Ufaransa. So Faransa. So some people might use a Z here. So Faransa. I don't know. But anyways, so Faransa, so which means France. Then of course we have Ujerumani. Ujerumani. Okay? Ujerumani. So Germany, which means Germany. Then if it's for England, how would you say
Uingereza.
Uingereza, right? And also remember that, for example, when we said about the country names, they start with a U. Which class did we say the languages go to? The languages of those countries.
Are always starting with keys, so it's third class.
So they go to key. Okay. So yeah. So for example, if we have like this one, okay, France. How would we say French?
Key
How would we
Français?
say?
Oh,
Yes, Kifaransa. Yes, Kifaransa. So that is French, right? So which means like they go to the class key V. So which means also for German, so we say you just remove the U, then you just add the KE.
Germany.
Yes, Germany. Kijerumani. Okay, Kijerumani. So which means German as a language. Okay. So then for Britain, of course, we can say this one, Uingereza, which means it's how do you say English?
Kiingereza.
Yes, Kiingereza. Okay. So that is something that you should remember at the back of your hand. So then we have Uchina. So if we have Uchina for China, the language becomes the language.
Kichina? Oh, no.
Yes, Kichina for Chinese. Sawa? So we can also try a bunch of many other countries. So for example, when we are saying like, for example, Arab places, right? So how do we say Arab places? Like let's say in the Middle East. Of course, Middle East, it will be called a different thing. So in the Arab places, we say Ugaibuni. So Ugaibuni means like the Middle East, specifically Middle East. So Middle East, Ugaibuni. So yes, so Middle East. But the language itself, like when we are talking about the people, the Arabs themselves, like, you know, like this, we say, you went to the, you know, Arabic places, right? So the Arabic area, we say, Uarabuni, okay? So Uarabuni, so which means you went to the Arab, you know, Arab, like an Arab area, you know, like for example, we are referring to the Middle East plus North Africa, you know, Arab speaking places. So Arab, actually, yes. So let's say Arab speaking places in general, all of them, okay? So Arab speaking places, so Warabuni, because even North Africa, it's still Warabuni. Then in the Middle East, also it's Warabuni. So like, for example, even Lebanon, Jordan, they also considered the Middle East, right? So you ask somebody, Amenda wapi? Somebody can tell you, alienda Ugaibuni. Or Amenda uko Warabuni, so like this. So which means Arab speaking places. What about the language? How would we say the language? You just stand at K, drop the U.
Kiarabani?
Kiarabu. Okay, so Warabuni is the best. So remember when we add this ni most of the time, especially in a noun, like for example, nyumba and nyumani, it means like a place. That is a lesson by itself, right? So, yes, but just put that at the back of your mind, okay? Somewhere.
So I have a question.
Warab.
I have a
Yes.
quick question. So, why we didn't do the same with Germany?
So, okay, so Ujerumani, so, okay, Ujerumani is like, the need for Ujerumani, it's more of, how do I say? It's like a syllable form there, literally, like the translation. So even if we remove the ni, it won't make sense, right? So because
Okay,
we
it's a
cannot
spelling
say
of Germany. Okay.
Jeruman. Yes, so it's like the part of the name, so like that one. But if I want to say like for example, like I'm in the Middle East inside there, I can say Ugaibuni, so I can add that. Then if I want to say like I'm in the Britain, like the whole of area, I can say Wingerezani, so like this. So showing that I'm in there, right? So uko wapi? Niko Wingerezani. Then if I want to say I am in France, I can say Niko Ufaranzani. Yes, so like this. But that is a lesson by itself. So showing like you are wherever you are talking about, but if like how we have the ni, so Ujerumani might be like an exception because the ni is like part of like the word, you know, like this. So it's not referring like where you are like this. So yeah, like the place. It's not referring to the place. It's like part of like you know, the country itself or the name itself. So there's
Yep, the
nothing you
name
can do
stuff.
about it. So it's an exception when it comes to the word. But most of the others, like for example, not all the words can are able to like take the ni. We have a few words, but for example, urayani. So that one also can take. So which means like you are somewhere in like Europe or somewhere in like a place, part of Europe, you know? So like this, yeah. So okay, yes, well, there we go. So I think, and then also most of the African countries, okay? So because like you find most of the African countries, because of the Swahili, they were already, let's say, in terms of the speaking, the countries were already, they had a Swahili name already somewhat because of the interaction within the African continent. So you find most of the African countries don't get to follow the U class. For example, if we are talking about Tanzania, it's Tanzania, right? So if it's Mozambique, we say Mozambique. If it's Nigeria, it's Nigeria. If it's South Africa, it's Africa Kusini. If it's Botswana, remains Botswana, right? Then if it's Ghana, it remains Ghana. Then Ethiopia, it's Ethiopia. Egypt changes to Misri. So Misri, it's like Misri. 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 Okay, Misri, it's Egypt. So Misri, it's Egypt. So you find most of the African countries, so they don't follow the rule. So the other countries are the one, not all, but most of them are affected by the UCAS, right? Yes, but African countries, they are not especially affected by this, okay? But the languages that they speak, they are affected. The languages of those African countries are affected. But the country, the new rule, yes. So, Sawa? Yes, so that is something also that you should know. Yes. And not and also not all countries are affected by the EU. Some countries. So yeah, but yes. So yeah. Sawa? Tuko sawa hapo? Do we have any question up to there? This was just like passing through the class to just look at the country name. So we are looking, we have the the country that I wrote somewhere here as we continue. So I want to jump into some abstracts that we might have. Some of them you might have had them, some of them you might not have heard about them, but they are very interesting nouns, right? So, daktari, uko na sisi kweli? Neema? Oh, Neema left. Oh, she left. Okay. So, Tina? So, unaweza, can you read for please?
So, abstract nouns, utata, complication, complexity, ufalme.
Just read the Swahili part.
Okay. Ufalme, uzee, utoto, Uislamu, Ukristo, ujana, uvivu, umoja, wingi.
Okay, so in this word, which word have you not come across? This one you have come across, utata, when you say akuna matata. So this is still the same, the same noun, matata, when it's many. Yes, one it's tata or utata, okay, one. When matata, it's many, complexity or problem, okay, complication. So which other word have you not come across? Everybody? So which
Not
word?
or did?
Pardon?
Not come across or did you come across?
either way, you might find like many words you have like not come across them, but you have come across a few words, maybe 2 or 3. But the other side, you might have come across most of them except a few, 2 or 3. Either way, so yes, so you just specify.
Mimi sijui uvivu. I don't know that.
Okay. So I like music a lot. Okay. So there's a very good Swahili song. Maybe I'll send it to the group, remind me. So like it's called Uvivu. Ni adui wa ujenzi wa taifa. Jed knows the song. I know, wherever she is already laughing. So it's a very nice song. Uvivu ni adui wa ujenzi wa taifa. I think I can find the song and we can listen together. It's a very good song. And I always tell people, you know, like some of the old music, it's always a gem when it comes to learning some good vocabularies. Uvivu, let me write it. So uvivu means like being lazy, okay? Uvivu. But also uvivu, it's closely related to, not closely, it's kitate. Kitate, it's an anonym. So closely to uvuvi, means like fishing, okay? Pescar, to fish, for those who speak Spanish. Pescar, to fish, like fishing, like fish out of the ocean. So you say uvuvi, but when we say uvivu means like being lazy, okay? Yes. So, yeah.
Well,
uvivu.
is it always when I want to
Yes.
make some word to an abstract noun that I turn it into the U class? Or are there other?
No, just a few. Yes, not all of them are in A. So there's like a few like but most of the abstract, because when we say also like say upendo, like for example, when I say I love you, the word love, it's an abstract. So upendo starts with that. Then uoga, being fearful or timid, uoga. So like this. Yeah, so yeah, most of them you might find them in this, but I don't think it's all of them. So sometimes you find that we have a few of exceptions that you might find them elsewhere. But yeah, so yes, so it's a very good song. So it's called by Maroon Commandos. Yes, a nice song. Oh my God. Yes, so let me see if I can open. Inaitangwa Uvivu Mbaya kwenye ujenzi wa taifa. So this is a song that maybe we'll go and try to listen later, and I'll try to find the lyrics, maybe, remind me. And Jed already knows the song. So because it's a song that has been singing in the radios for a very long time within East, Central, and Africa. And also Maroon Commandos. They were a very renowned like music band within like years. So they very, so a lot of people go to listen. So have you ever come across that kind of a song, Tina?
Sijui, I think not.
Okay, let me see. I'm going to share the sound so that we can hear this. So yes, I think it will not be very loud. I think it should not be very loud. It should be fine, right? It's a very nice song. I don't know when it was sung, maybe in the 80s or something.
Vivu ni adui mkubwa kwa ujenzi wa taifa, kwani ndicho kiini hasa kisababisha chonja. Ewe ndugu yangu we, amka kumekucha, kamata jembe na panga, tendesha.
Okay, so that is just a small yes, so taste of the song. So, but it's a very good song. So Uvivu, okay? So when he said about Uvivu, I remember that. And then I also told you about Uvuvi. Uvuvi. So Uvuvi means like fishing, okay? So fishing like this. So yeah, when you go like fishing is something that you do. Of course, it's not an abstract noun, but you find it somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe it's in another class. I mean, it's in the same class, but you might find in terms of let me see, actions or something. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes. But anyways, so uvuvi, fishing. Then what other word don't you know? A. Tina?
I'm searching. Sijui. No, not those. I've heard ufama, but I never knew what it means.
Which one?
Ufalme.
Yeah, ufalme. Last time we were talking about the good thing is that we have people in our group who come from different kingdoms, right? So, for example, for those people who live in the UK under King Charles now, that is a kingdom. So we can say ufalme wa Uingereza, right? So yeah, anyways, Uingereza. So like the UK. Then also we have like Lesotho, Eswatini, their kingdom, Brunei kingdom, Thailand kingdom, right? So these are like we can say they are somewhat of kingdoms, right? So which means like those ones we can call them because they have a king somewhat. Even Ethiopia, they have a no. Ethiopia is not a kingship, but anyways. But also we have also like for example, we have also like chiefdoms. So chiefdoms, they are also farmers somewhat. So, but yes, so yes, so chiefdoms, so kingship and chiefdoms, we can call them like they instead of a king, they have a chief. So because they also represent the same thing. So I think you understand what is a chiefdom, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Tina? Cindy?
Yeah.
Tina and Cindy, I think you do understand what is a chiefdom, right? So, like
is
for
this the same
example,
as the chief? Just like a chief, or no?
yes, like the normal chief that we know, but it's like when we say like a chiefdom operates the same way as a kingship. Like the powers are hereditary, so like they are passed from the father to the son, right? Or the daughter to the from the to the daughter, so like this to the princess. So they are called chiefdoms. So for example, like when you go like in like Uganda or parts of Nigeria also, most of the African countries, they have this kind of right? So you find that now kingships, like for example, Brunei, Eswatini, that's all the UK, you find that they have a complete kingship, right? But you find now like some areas, like for example, in like Zambia, like the southern parts of Zambia, next to like where Botswana, Zambia, and Zambia, Zimbabwe, and yes, Angola. So they meet that area, the southern parts of Zambia. If you took all province, it's managed by a chief, right? So he is like the authority of that. He's not like the authority of the full country, but he manages a certain area, size of a province. Yes. So you find that we can call it like a chiefdom, but the powers, they are hereditary like a kingship, okay? A little bit smaller than a kingship though. Yes. Does it make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So yes. So I think that's all. Cindy, do you have any other word that you have come across on this first box that you don't know?
Hapana.
Okay, so now, Cindy, can you read for me the second box?
The second box.
Mhm.
Uhuru
Mhm.
is urefu,
Mhm.
uchofu,
Mhm.
ulagai.
Uragai.
Yeah, ulagai.
Mhm.
Ulingaifu.
Uringanifu.
Unalgaifu.
Mhm.
Ulineza.
Ulinzi. This is like three
Ulinzi.
syllables. Ulinzi. This is a diphthong.
Yeah.
Like
Ulinzi.
when we say inzi, when we say like a fry, house fry, it's an inzi. So it's one like a phonetic inzi. Uri nzi. Nzi, it's like a one. So nzi like nzanze nzi nzonzu. Yes.
Uja,
Yes.
ujamaa.
Ujamaa.
Ujamaa. So you're just holding the A a
Mhm.
little bit longer.
Yes.
Ujamaa. Okay.
Mhm.
Uchojo, upendo,
Mhm.
and ukimai,
Ukimwi.
ukimwi.
Ukimwi. This is also a diphthong.
Yeah,
So
the
like
M.
yes, like for example, we say mwalimu, right? So it's the same diphthong like when we say mwalimu. So but this one is instead of a mwa, it's a mwi. Okay. So yeah, so mwa mwa mwi mwa. Yes. Mwalimu. Mwalimu mwewe. Like for example, we also have, okay, let me give you a few ones. So we have mwewe. So mwewe means like mwewe is an eagle, okay? So eagle. So mwewe, eagle. Then we how do you like them? Eagle. Eagle. Then we have more mwingi or mwangu. Oh, anyway, I don't know which word do I have. Mwili. Okay, mwili, body. So like a body, like mwili wangu. So my body, cuerpo. So for those who speak Spanish, cuerpo, body. Then we have muoga. So muoga means like somebody who is very fearful. Uoga. Muoga, is it here? Uoga. Muoga. Muoga is a person who is fearful. Like very fearful person, like timid person, timid, but personal, the person itself. The verb is uoga, yes, person. Timid person, but the abstract uoga. I don't know, did he put it here? It should be also here, part of that. So uoga, uoga. So this means fear, okay? Fear there. Then also we have uyoga. Uyoga means mushroom, you know? Sawa? Yeah, so then we have mu. I don't know. We don't have a word for mu. Okay. But those are just examples. So, Cindy, do you have words that you saw?
Repeat. I'm sorry.
Hmm?
I'm sorry. I
So,
didn't.
like, do you have any word that you think it's a little bit difficult for you in this list?
Yes, the ones with the diphthong.
Okay, in terms of pronunciation or
It's
You have
pronunciation.
never seen them. Yeah, but most of which word have you ever come across? Because I know you might not have come across most
The
of them.
GH is my first time coming across that. I think.
This one, the
Mhm.
uragai.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Ulagai.
Mm-hmm. I think I talked about ragai the other week when I was thinking about people lying to somebody. We can say uongo, like uongo, ragai. I think I talked a little bit about that. Just go and look at the previous recording. I talked about ragai somewhere. Although I brushed very fast, but I said mragai in terms of a person, not the uragai, but the person. Mragai, muongo, something, yes. But yeah, I think I passed it. Maybe I passed through it very quickly and you might have missed it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, so I think that explains it. Then we have like uchofu. Like for example, when you are very tired, you can say nimechoka, okay? So, or you can say nina uchofu in terms of a sentence. I am tired, nina. So I am, okay? So when you say nina uchovu, it means I am tired. So like this, nina uchovu. It's a full sentence, meaning I am tired. Sawa? Tuko sawa hapo? Do
So
you have a question?
It will be Nina Uchofu?
Yes,
'Cause I
Nina
thought it was-
Uchovu. Pardon?
Pronounce it again. I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's choka.
Nina.
Yeah. Nina.
So
Yes.
Nina, like this, Nina. Then we add Uchovu. Okay, Nina Uchovu. Yes, but also you remember that some people, depending with where they are, you might find, like for example, I might use a V instead of an F. Okay, so it's like this word sometimes they change from direct to direct, but it's still there's almost the same pronunciation, right? Uchovu, but it means the same. I'm tired. Nina, so which means I am. Nina. So you remember Ni representing I, then Nina, am, like present. I am. Then Uchovu, tired. I am tired. Yes. Yeah. So Nina Uchovu. Sawa?
Sawa.
Okay. So then we have somebody new. Simon, how are you doing today? Habari yako? Simon?
Hello,
How are you doing today?
I'm well.
We.
How are you?
I'm good. Welcome, brother. So we are trying to continue with the lesson. It might be a little bit advanced for
Yes,
you,
I'm
but
well. I'm not with
you can,
one.
yes, but you can still listen in. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Welcome. So I did not forget you, but we are still almost finishing the lesson in like 15 minutes. But you are welcome. Feel free to just listen in, and if you have any question from whatever we are saying, I know it might be a little bit advanced, but you can still listen in. Okay. So, and if you find yourself in any question, you can always ask. Okay. Sawa? Murakaza neza chane. All right. So we continue. So yes, so we have okay, so that is my friend Simon. So I met him in some organization out here in Mombasa, but now he is moving around the world. So I don't know where he is. Maybe last time I checked, he was somewhere in Nairobi, but yeah, yeah, so you get maybe to meet him as we continue. So do you have any question here? Here on this one? So I will talk a lot about a lot of words, but yeah, so I think I talked a little bit about upendo. Yes, but yeah. So then also we have ukimwi, which is like a disease. So I think you can Google this, and it's like an STI, sexually transmitted like disease. So it's an STI. So you find it in like I don't know. I think Europe it might have it, and the US, but you might find it's a common disease out there. So you might find some people they have it. Yes. So I don't know. Yeah. So you can check it out. So then also we have yeah, that's I think that is for the abstract nouns, right? So do we have any question? Cindy, Tina, do we have any question?
Tina swirling.
Apollo.
Okay, so now we go a little bit about this is like uncountable nouns. Okay, so we already looked at the countries. So the countries I might touch a little bit about them, but yes, so we just say about the uncountable nouns. So I think you have seen ugali, right? Even if it's
Yes.
in a video or a picture, right? So yes.
Yes.
So yes, ugali. So you know what is ugali. So ugali, it's found in this class. Then also we have ubongo. Okay. So ubongo, what is ubongo? Ubongo means like your brain matter. Okay. The brain matter. Yes. So somebody tells you, tumia ubongo wako. Okay. It's like teacher telling you, use your brains. Right? Then also we have another word which is not very common for most of the people, even natives. They might not know how to say this word. It's called uboho. Uboho means the bone marrow. Everybody knows what is the bone marrow, right?
Deal.
Okay. Then also we have, then also we have wari. So what is wari? Wari means rice, but specifically, so this is like a cooked rice. Okay, when the rice is ready, so cooked rice, it's wari. Okay, so if it's not cooked yet, okay, in the correct Swahili, we say mchele. Okay, mchele, when it's not cooked. It's still rice, but it's mchele. So, but people can like you can use them interchangeably. So even if you go to like a restaurant and you say, nisaidie wali mweupe. So wali mweupe means like white rice. Wali mweupe, because remember that out here we have like pilau, we have biryani, you know. These are like you can check what is pilau. So we have pilau, we have biryani. So biryani. So I think you have come across these words, right? I'm making just assumptions like pilau and biryani.
Palau.
Tina? Cindy?
Palau, yes. Deal.
Yes, pilau and biryani. Yes, so pilau and biryani. So the reason why you need to specify, you find that most of the restaurants, they make these three types of rice dishes. And of course, they have different pricing. Biryani is the most expensive. Wali mweupe is like the cheapest of the cheapest. So it's like basically like white rice, put in some boiling water, it's ready and it's served, right? So then you can eat with some beans or beef stew or whatever, veggies, whatever you want to eat with. So when you go to a restaurant, you say, nisaidie wali mweupe, which literally means help me with white rice. Mweupe. You remember the color? Eupe? White. You remember the color white?
Yeah.
Yes, so like when we say nyeupe, mweupe, so because this is like the class, so remember when we say like the prefix of adjective, like descriptive adjective, which includes like this, it's affected by the noun class. So this noun class for Wali, we say, even if we were to change here, we say umeme, which is like electricity. We will say umeme mweupe because this is like affecting this class, right? Yes. Yes, in this instance. So when we say mchele mweupe also, right? Then ubongo mweupe, uboho mweupe, ugali mweupe, because that is like the prefix for this class when it comes to like the adjectives in terms of this color or something, right? Sawa? Do we have any question, or is it getting a little bit confusing? Okay. Yes. Then also we have these country names. So I already explained more of them. Of course, Ulaya, Uchina. I don't say about Ugunja. Ugunja, this is a Zanzibar. So part of Tanzania. So Tanzania, as in, it's a two-state country, right? So we have the Zanzibar, and we have the state of Nika making one country, Zanzibar. So it's United States of, Zanzibar and Tanzania, which makes Tanzania, okay? United Republic. Yes, so that is what they call them. Buni, Arabia, like the Arabian Peninsula mostly. Then we have Umasaini or Umasai. So for those people, if you come to like southern parts of Kenya, next to Mount Kilimanjaro, so that area in Kenya, in Tanzania, it's mostly Masailand. So regardless having like the border, that is the whole plains, they are like Masailand. Sawa? So we can say, if somebody asks you, where are you? You can say, I'm in like Serengeti or I'm in Masai Mara. You can say those are like national parks where you go and see animals. So they are in Masai state. So you can say Niko Umasai. Umasaini actually. So like the places. So Umasai, it's like Masailand. Umasaini means you're there. Niko Umasaini. Okay? Tuko sawa? Then also most of these nouns, so they don't have plural. So they are like the way they are. Ulaya, it's Ulaya. Uchina is Uchina, Ugunja, Uingereza, Uhindi, Uarabuni, Umasai. So they are just the way they are. They don't have a plural form. Tuko sawa hapo? Tuko sawa? Tuko pamoja? Mmenyamaza sana. So kuna swali lolote? Do we have any question? Okay, sawa. Okay, then I'll just look at very few nouns here. So we have also another nouns. So can you read for us these ones? Although these ones are, they are common but not very common. Tina, can you read for me?
Yes. Ukuta, uta, uniwele, niwele, ukumbi, kumbi, ugoja, koja, utambi, tambi, ushanga, shanga. And I've got one question. Because in one song I've heard the word ukuti.
Yes,
Ukuti, I was like
good.
ukuti wa mnazi, so I'm like confused.
Yes, ukuti wa mnazi, wa mnazi. Good one. Ukuti wa mnazi, wa mnazi. It's a very good song that you find it's we sing it out here. So especially if like you have a meet, so in like example, the organization it's called Young Life. Me and Mr. Simon, we meet, having fun, singing, playing game. So you find like, for example, if like on my side, of course, maybe Mr. Simon, they might sing different songs, but on my side in Mombasa, we are trying to make like, like the way you say, 1, 2, make a circle, 3, 4, 6 circle. So in Swahili, we use like ukuti wa mnazi. So what is mnazi?
It's a coconut.
Yes, mnazi is actually like the coconut tree. Sawa? Yeah, so when we say ukuti is the branch. Okay? So ukuti means the coconut tree branch. Okay, so branch it's ukuti. Okay, so which means coconut tree branch. Ukuti wa mnazi, because mnazi is a coconut tree. So then ukuti is the branch itself. Okay, sawa? Sawa, Tina? Tina?
I'm well.
Yeah, so ukuti
Samuel.
we see. Yes.
Sorry, I'm going to mute my microphone because I'm on bus going home, but I'm listening. So in bus there is noise.
Okay, I told don't worry about it. I am very grateful. Yes, even for you coming in here. Yes. Okay, so just we talk more once we are done. So just continue listening, and we will just I'll brief you more on like stuff. Okay, so I'm very grateful to have you in here. Okay, so do we have any other question, Tina?
Not now.
Okay. So I'll pass through these words. Of course, ukuta, this is a word that we can come across. So the wall, pareth. Then we have nywele. Nywele, it's like one. Then nywele, it's many, like a ronch or a all. Okay, so like when we have, like for you, you already teach like students, and we have like the assembly hall. So the assembly hall where all the students are meeting for their meeting and stuff, you can call it ukumbi. Then we have ukonja for necklace. Then we have utambi for a week. You know what is utambi? What is a week? You know? Like when you are using a ranten, okay? Ranten. I don't know. This is a word that you might not come across, but if you are using a ranten, I think that is the pronunciation of a ranten. Ranten. So this is something that you might find out there in like the rural area. So they might use kerosene or paraffin or any other material, and they just light up a wick. Or if you are using like a candle, the middle part where there's like that cloth or something. So that is also utambi, like the small wick where you write on the candle. Sawa? Tuko sawa? So I think that explains it. Then these are like others that we look at them maybe next week a little bit, and then we can look a little bit about the class, polish it up a little bit. And we can look a little bit about the examples. So yeah. So do we have anyone up today? Swali lolote? Cindy? So this one where I'm judged like something because this is a class that she has already gone through. So most of the things she knows about whatever we have looked at. Swali lolote? Any question? Tina? Cindy?
It's just sweaty.
Okay. Okay, so I think with that, so if there's no questions, so I'll just come to the end of the class. So I don't want to overload you with a lot of stuff. So I'll come to the end of the class. I'll say, asanteni sana kwa I'm not available the other week. So, but next week, Eduardo and maybe my friend Beth, they might have with you mazungumzo ya marafiki. Yes, but on my side, I'm not available to like take you through the class like on Thursday. So, but I'll see if Eduardo is available. Yes.